Hi, Anime Guy here. After the Harem Pride event commences, the crowd mercilessly criticizes the girlfriend's physical appearances and attractiveness and rates them accordingly. From there, Noah's group also sees an adventurer team who belongs to the guild, which is a rival of Lola's guild, named La Mew. Then the team from La Mew scored high in the competition due to their looks. After waiting for a while and listening to considerable insults, Noah's group has their turn. Emma, Lola, and Luna all pose as Noah's harem and win over the crowd by acting out romantic scenarios with Noah, making the public jealous. To win the competition, girls go as far as to kiss Noah in the middle of the crowd, making the crowd cry with jealousy and mad. But on the other hand, this helped Noah raise his LP. After the result is announced, it is revealed that Noah's team is the winner, and they also broke the record of the competition and won the prize money, which will help in removing the curse from Maria. There, Noah also liked how all three girls were paying attention to him at the same time. They then rush to Maria's house. After arriving there, he sees Amane, who was crying because Maria was going to die soon because of a curse. So Noah tells her at school he ended up having a peek at Maria's stats with his skill and knows about the curse, and Maria still had time as she hasn't turned 16 yet. Meanwhile, Maria has a vision of the past. She knew ever since she was little that it was her fate to die before ever becoming an adult, and the one who cast the curse was a sorcerer who was defeated by her ancestor. The curse didn't afflict everyone in her family, and it was only her who was affected. After not finding the curse for long, she decided to join the Hero Academy to live her remaining life proudly as a duke's daughter. Noah and the team met with Maria's parents. There, they explained the reason Luna could not cure Maria when she first met her, which was because lifting the curse cost part of her lifespan, and also when the curse was weak, she was usually fine and cured it. However, the 16-year-old curse that plagues Maria is very powerful, and even with her elven blood, she will still die because of not having enough lifespan. She then tells Maria's parents not to worry, and says that with Noah's help, her lifespan will not be taken. Instead, it would be her finances that will be consumed, and they are prepared to lift the curse without risk. Maria, overhearing everything Noah did for her, and realizing that he used most of his LP, well, Maria kisses him, and thanks him for all he did. Luna then starts the procedure of lifting the curse, and with much struggle, she manages to lift the curse at the last minute before Maria turns 16 years old. Maria swears to spend the rest of her life repaying her debt to Noah, making the girls even more jealous as they realize Maria has a crush on Noah. The situation for Noah becomes unsafe when Luna admits she has fallen for Noah. Afterward, he visits Olivia to pass on the good news and is surprised when Olivia demands a kiss as well. However, he can only bring himself to kiss her on the forehead. In return for breaking Maria's 16-year-old curse, to their surprise, Maria's father generously pays each with 100 million in gold. Luna thinks of using the money on renovating her clinic, and Emma gives Noah the idea of opening a shop, to which he agrees and decides to open a shop selling rare monster materials, with his mother, father, and sister looking after the shop. After arriving home, Noah shows the money to his family and heavily shocks his father and tells them he received it for saving a duke's daughter. He also tells them about the idea of opening a shop, which everyone agrees. Later, he heads to the dungeon to harvest monster materials for his shop. After arriving there, he first meets Olivia, who pranks him by not responding to his voice. He then tells her that he's here to gather some treasures and materials which would help him become stronger. She tells him he should make a dungeon elevator skill with Get Creative so he can conquer it more efficiently. This skill will help him to teleport to a floor that he has already been to, but after using it once, he wouldn't be able to use it for an hour. There, Noah also learns a blinding skill. After making it to the 5th floor, he is surprised to see some monsters are already killed, making him vigilant. Noah then comes across a pitch-black lion, and seeing his size and states, which were just showing him question marks, he gets scared and uses his blinding and attempts to flee with using his new teleporting skill dungeon elevator, only for the lion to suddenly speak, who tells him he means no harm and is in need of his help. He will take him to the 6th floor, and in return, he would like to search for someone. The lion, Tiggerson, then explains he was friends with an elf adventurer, Vasheli, and they explored this dungeon together, but Vasheli insisted on exploring level 6 alone and disappeared 350 years ago. However, Tiggerson hopes that Vasheli might still be alive, as elves live longer, some even reaching 500 years old. After agreeing to Tiggerson's requests. He arrived on floor 6, but is shocked to see a swarm of zombies out there, and they have the ability to split into 5 parts. He runs and finds a room. There, Noah discovers Veshelli is a zombie and uses Get Creative to turn him back. After becoming normal, Veshelli thanks Noah for saving him. After Noah tells him about the situation, he gets overwhelmed by Tiggerson's loyalty. Veshelli meets Tiggerson and apologizes. Because of him, he wasted his 350 years. He then says to give up conquering this dungeon, and his love might still be waiting for him. And even if he's wrong with that, he thinks this is for the best. Veshelli then tells him that other races aren't allowed in his homeland, and they must part ways here, and decides to return home, hoping to find his beloved. To which Tiggerson agrees and tells him no one can stop matters of the heart. Veshelli and Tiggerson are then forced to say goodbye. After Veshelli leaves, Noah finds Tiggerson weeping alone in the dungeon. So Noah offers to be Tiggerson's new friend and lets him live at his family home. Hearing this, he becomes happy. Tiggerson is then eagerly welcomed by Noah's family, who offer to employ him as security for the new shop. The following morning, Maria comes to meet Noah and hugs him in the open, earning him some LP. Then they arrive at the Hero Academy and meet Maria. She thanks Noah and then hugs him in front of the whole class, making Emma jealous. Their first exam is announced, where they must collect specific monster materials or else attend summer school. Noah and Emma go to ask for help from Lola for the exam, only to find her in a fight with Sarah, another receptionist who has been stealing Lola's clients, thus lowering Lola's performance evaluation. As there is no proof Sarah broke any rules, Lola challenges her to a competition where if she scores higher on their next evaluation, Sarah never steals another client, but if she loses, Sarah takes Noah as a client. Noah is terrified as he uses Discerning Eye to reveal that Sarah's skills are sadistically erotic. Luna also asks to join their team, as she is also an adventurer and always had to hunt alone due to her useless coward skill. So Noah, Emma, and Luna begin completing as many quests as possible, trying to raise Lola's evaluation. While trying to come up with a plan to kill the dragon, then Luna tells them about the dragon in the mountain, which is called the Earth Dragon, but it hates humans and will try to kill them without any warning, as it will be difficult to fight it head on. So Noah comes up with the plan to use pitfalls, and after it falls, they will attack it with spears. They then use some of the money that the Duke had given them and brought some spears, and Noah also uses his LP to buy himself and the girls some Dragon Slayer skill. After they complete their preparations, they go to the mountain, and Noah uses Great Sage to find the dragon's location, but he had a headache, so Emma kisses him, making Luna shocked. After assembling the traps, Noah attacks the dragon, lures him to the traps, and succeeds in trapping the dragon. Then Emma and Luna attack it with a spear, and Noah gives him the finishing blow. However, after passing their exam and shocking everyone with their dragon material, they find it is still not enough to beat Sarah, whose adventurers are driving themselves beyond exhaustion in hopes she will reward them erotically. Lola sees this, takes Noah to a room, and gives him a special coupon for only him, which is called Touch Me Anywhere coupon. She then tells him she doesn't believe having the adventurers do everything is what a receptionist should do, and she will do her absolute best to support adventurers. Noah asks Olivia for help. She advised him to defeat the dungeon's 7th floor, as the 7th floors of dungeons are usually bonus stages, but it can become a bit harder if he wants rare items from there. When Noah asks if she has any recommendations, she tells him to use Get Creative to create a magic skill with fire, water, and lightning as its attributes. First, Holy Flame. It had holy attributes and is great for killing zombies. Then the Water Drop. He can hit things with water and also use it as a portable drinking water when he's lost. And finally, Lightning Strike to protect himself. She also tells him about the skill Magic Fusion, which is used for combining skills. After reaching floor 7, Noah finds himself in an underground forest where an elf girl watches him from the trees. The girl, Dory, the Dryade, asks for Noah's help, explaining that Dryads are tree spirits, and a monster is attacking her tree, draining her magic and slowly killing her. If he is able to assist her, she will reveal to him 2 treasure chests, as well as the door leading to the 8th floor. After discovering a gold bee monster that is so powerful that its sting will kill him instantly, Noah initially refuses to help her because he believes that he will die if he does. However, after seeing her in pain and realizing that she will suffer and die, Noah is unable to stop himself from helping her and makes the decision to assist her. Grateful, Dory heals a small wound on Noah's lip by kissing and licking it, raising his LP considerably. He goes back to Olivia, who originally warns him against putting his life in danger for a complete stranger, but after being persuaded by him, changes her mind and explains to him how he can succeed. After returning to the 7th floor, he asks Dory to show him the nest of the golden bee and uses his ability Get Creative to create a skill target, which he then uses stealthily on the golden bee. After that, he goes to the pack of silver wolves and asks Dory to hide because the situation could become dangerous. She kisses him and tells him to stay safe. Then he uses the stone to strike a wolf and he rushes away as quickly as he can in the direction of the golden bee's nest. However, on his way there, he is taken aback when he sees Golden Bee at Dory's tree, draining the mana out of it. This causes Noah to become enraged, and he swings the sword at the bee, but the bee quickly avoids the strike, and it also is easily dodging all of the other attacks that Noah throws at it because it has quick movements. In the meantime, the silver wolves have caught up to him and have begun assaulting him. Suddenly, he makes use of the target skill that he had earlier bestowed upon the golden bee, and all of the silver wolves begin attacking the golden bee. After a while of battling, the silver wolves pack is eliminated, but the bee has been weakened to the point where Noah is able to eliminate it by fusing all of his magical abilities into a single devastating attack. As a reward for helping her, Dory gives 2 rare items in the chests to Noah. After promising to visit Dory frequently, he goes back to the real world and gives 1 treasure to Lola to increase her evaluation in the guild. The guild evaluation ceremony, Lola becomes victorious from the competition, earning the right to be called the Queen of the Receptionists. Even though Sarah has a permanent ban on snatching other people's customers, she still makes an attempt to seduce Noah, which ultimately results in her getting in trouble with Lola. I hope you liked watching it. If this video is the most popular of our latest collection of recaps, we will make a part 3. Let us know what series you want us to recap next in the comments.